Hey everybody, Scott Spreitzer here, DocSports.com with a report for Saturday, October 6, 2018. Free pick in college football coming up on this report. First, a quick note, if you've yet to become a member at DocSports.com, great way to give it a try. You click on the link below the video, set yourself up for a free $60 account. You can use that free $60 account to any individual daily package over at DocSports.com from any of the guys, myself, anyone else. And you'll want to remember that because I got something else coming up in just a moment. We do have the free pick in college football. As you can see, it is still early evening on Friday night, as we like to punch out these Friday videos a little bit early and give you the Joes versus Pros betting reports on some of the bigger college football games on the Saturday card, and we'll have those also in just a minute. We're already in the win column in baseball for Friday for the baseball playoffs. We cashed again, this time with the Milwaukee Brewers as they shut out the Colorado Rockies. And that brings our baseball run now to 14-4 with our last 18, 36-17 going back to August 1st, up over $7,500 for $100 per unit bettors. We will have baseball action. We will have NHL action. It'll all be available on Saturday after 11:30 a.m. Eastern, 8:30 a.m. Pacific at DocSports.com. Off to a 2-1 start in hockey. Tonight's game, which is still not yet underway. We actually took San Jose. They were a very short, minus $1.05 type of favorite. They, of course, moved to minus $1.15, minus $1.20, but that's the game we'll be rooting for tonight. And in case you didn't get it yet, there you go. But we'll have the baseball and the hockey on Saturday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern, 8:30 a.m. Pacific at DocSports.com. Want to talk football for just a second? Last week, Thursday through Monday, 9-2. Over the weekend, 8-2. College football 5-1, NFL 4-1. We cashed the top plays with Oklahoma in college, with New England over Miami in the NFL. And we've got 9 plays up right now over at DocSports.com, including our first 8-star play, 8-star side in college football this season. It is an afternoon, late afternoon, early evening game over at DocSports.com. You can grab that right now along with all the plays, all available right now. And you can get it all a week of my football for 25% off the regular price. Regular price $99, and you can receive it all for just $74. A full week of college and pro football from me. Here's how you do it. You can call toll-free 1-866-238-6696, 1-866-238-6696 on Saturday morning, or email to service@DocSports.com, service@DocSports.com. 26-12-1 our last 39 NFL plays. We're also 69% this season NFL Sundays, and in college football now on a 117-82 run, 59% against the spread. Again, coming off that big week last week, we look to rack it up and do it again this week. And again, you can jump on board over at DocSports.com. Free play in just a moment. Want to do what we always do on Friday nights over here at the office. I almost said it, Smash Mouth Sports. That's what we went by for so many years, Smash Mouth Sports. And they still call us Smash Mouth, but we're at, of course, DocSports.com. Joes versus Pros on Saturday's slate. Maryland at Michigan. The Michigan Wolverines, they're laying 17.5. They open an 18-point favorite for the most part. But again, down to 17.5 as we speak. 56% of the tickets, or the public, at one of the books that I respect and know we're going to get good stuff from. 56% of the tickets on Michigan, but 59% of the overall money is on the Maryland Terrapins, plus the points. Sharps on the Terps back at the underdog here. Here's one ominous note, though. If you're on the Terps, they're just 6-20 against the spread off a straight-up win. MAC action drawing some Joes versus Pros. Northern Illinois at Ball State. Ball State about a 3-point dog here. 61% of the tickets on Northern Illinois. 62% of the money on Ball State. Joes on the Huskies of NIU. Pros on Ball State plus the points. And by the way, Northern Ill opened as high as 4. Currently, as I mentioned, 3 in a lot of books, but they're as low as 2.5 in some books. San Diego State, Boise State as we head to the Mountain West Conference. Boise laying 14. There are some 13.5s out there. Boise opened as high as 15. Currently a couple of shops again down to about 13.5, but most have Boise laying 14 here. San Diego State has been backed by more than 75% of the overall money against the spread, but about 60% of the tickets are on Boise. So you got the Joes or the public on Boise State. You've got the money, the sharp players on San Diego State, And in fact, one particular sportsbook report is saying that this is the highest money to bet difference in a couple of books that I use, at least in the particular book that I'm mentioning. So the highest, I guess you could say, Joe's versus pros so far on this San Diego State-Boise State game. Again, public on Boise, sharper money on San Diego State. The Aztecs, by the way, 36-15-1 against the spread last 52 conference games. They've covered 4 of the last 5 in this series. Boise just 4-13 against the spread last 17 home games. And as you know, man, when they're on the blue carpet, sometimes Boise State just a tad overvalued could be in this one. We lean to San Diego State. It's not a premium or free play here for us, but definitely lean on the Aztecs plus the couple of touchdowns. Key games to report on, 2 of them. Notre Dame at Virginia Tech. Notre Dame laying 6.5 and 7. 58% of the tickets, 61% of the money, both on Notre Dame. Joe's and pros in agreement thus far. Irish opened as low as 4.5 offshore, but as I mentioned, they're about a 6.5 to 7-point favorite. The Hokies, by the way, they've covered 11 of the last 15 in Blacksburg. And the Red River rivalry, Red River shootout, Red River showdown, whatever you want to call it. Oklahoma 7 to 7.5 over Texas. The Sooners have been as high as 8.5 earlier this week. Public 50-50 on this one, but 57% of the overall money on the Longhorns, which has brought that number down from 8.5 down to 7.5. Sooners have covered 13 of the last 16 against teams with a winning record. They do have a bad spread mark on neutral sites, and the Longhorns have covered the last 5 meetings in a row. Lean here coming up in just a minute because it's our free play, the Red River rivalry. But again, over at DocSports.com right now, where I'm exclusive, baseball, hockey after 11:30 a.m. Eastern on Saturday, college football, NFL, all the plays, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We do have the Monday night football game, all available in the same package right now at DocSports.com. 9-2 last week. We picked up almost $3,000 for $100 per unit bettors last week. Let's rack it up. Let's do it again this weekend. Again, all the plays available right now at DocSports.com for the entire weekend, led by my first ever 8-star play in college football over at DocSports.com. Free play for Saturday. We are going to the Red River rivalry, and we're going to lay the points with Oklahoma. You might have to lay as much as 7.5. There are some 7s out there. Tell you what, right now, if you like Texas, you can find 7.5. If you like Oklahoma, you can find 7. So be sure to shop around. But we like the Sooners in this one. I know it kind of feels right to take the dog in this rivalry clash. But I'm going to tell you what, right now, I just don't trust Texas on offense. They can't run the football, 90th in the nation in doing so. And I do believe that OU, their defense, can turn Texas into a little bit more of I guess I should say even more of a one-dimensional attack in this particular game. And when that happens, I think this will lead Oklahoma to a 2-touchdown win. As far as what happened last year, you'll remember Texas had Oklahoma on the ropes, even though Baker Mayfield was quarterbacking the Sooners in that one. But I just don't like their offense right now. Listen, they were sluggish last week. I'm not even talking about that game because they may have been looking ahead of it to this one. And, of course, they have TCU in their rearview mirror. They played well there. But, again, I think it's a situation where Oklahoma a little bit too strong on offense and will be able to take advantage of Texas one-dimensional offense in this one. Oklahoma minus the points. I think they win this one by about 12 to 14 points by the time it is all said and done. All right, don't forget about our card Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all available right now, DocSports.com. Coming off the 9-2 week, let's rack it up. Let's do it again on this weekend's card. Also wanted to mention we'll be right back here late Saturday night, about 11:30 p.m. Eastern, 8:30 p.m. Pacific, maybe even a little bit before that, but by those times at the latest, we will have a report for Sunday. That'll include a free NFL play, and it will also include the betting report update, Joe's versus pros, and all that good stuff late Saturday night. All right, let's put Saturday in the win column. Go grab that 8-star the entire weekend. Best of luck on Saturday. I'm Scott Spreitzer, DocSports.com, right back here late Saturday night with Sunday's NFL Report.